Welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean, in helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again. It's time for our monthly Tarotscope readings for June 2022 for the North Nodes by sign and house. Now, if you're unfamiliar with your North Node, there's going to be a link in the description box below where you can get some more information. And again, the reason I use your North Node by sign and house as opposed to your sun, moon, or ascendant sign is it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is your North Star. It's the path that you should be moving towards and learning in this lifetime. So let's get started on the readings. This is going to be your monthly Tarotscope reading for Aries North Node for June 2022 for Aries and or the first house. And while I'm connecting to the energies and shuffling, I want to invite you to close your eyes, open up your heart, your emotional body, take some deep breaths, and really relax into the reading to open up yourself to any information that is most relevant to you in your life. So I'm going to connect to the energies now. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, North Node in Aries and or the first house. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and this side represents the second half of the month from the 16th on. And I did the book divination from the great astrology book, Astrology for the Soul. I did another book divination for all of the North Nodes. And the theme that came up for you this month, North Node and Aries, or the first house, was learning to not ignore your natural impulses and learning to make decisions that are favorable to you. And what I mean by that is when your North Node's in Aries or the first house, you have that South Node in Libra or the 7th house. And there could be a tendency to put people before yourself to your detriment. It's a beautiful thing that you have, but in this lifetime, it could be hurting you in a lot of ways, because what ends up happening is over a number of years, when you continue to do this, to be overly fair to those around you while being unfair to yourself, putting everyone else first, there could be a tendency as the years go by for resentment to build up and unhappiness. And so it's really important for you to, follow your impulses. Okay. Now, normally when we say this is an Aries thing. Okay. But it's when we say they're super impulsive, they can be very impulsive. And, that is usually a negative connotation, but in your case, when you have a North Node in Aries, you are being encouraged to, in this lifetime, to follow your impulses, to learn how to act impulsively. And that impulsively doesn't mean recklessly. It means the ability to something happens in a person's life, they have to respond and react to it. And, we've heard many, many times and seen, like, there's situations where people like freeze, or they're like, let me see what I'm going to do in this situation. And they start bringing out the calculator, or they're trying to, and it's like, no, you got to act. That's one of the gifts of Aries. And it's a balance of acting, on impulse, but with intelligence at the same time. And that's kind of what you're learning right now. Now, the thing that's coming up for you this month is there are some things that are happening in your home life. And I feel like, we are, we just are in the shadow of eclipse season that we had these last few months. And I feel like your people's home life that have this north node in Aries, there could be a situation where there's things that need to be kind of taken care of. Okay. Now, for the first half of the month, what I'm seeing that it's almost like this energy of, feeling like your hands are tied, or you don't have the ability, or don't feel like you have the ability to act on something or make moves. And I really feel like it has to do with, your personal life. That could be in a family situation, a romantic situation, and even for some of you, possibly a work situation, or you might have it on different levels. But it's this specifically. I think we're looking at home, family, romantic relationships, where it's this feeling of maybe not being able to, move forward or act, or, as I said, like your hands are being tied. Now, one of the things that's going to happen this month is, I feel a lot of you are going to figure this out. And the way you're going to figure it out is you are going to be able to finally make decisions. Because one of the things that there's like a confusion going on around this situation, this first half of the month. It's like almost like some of you could be experiencing not understanding what moves to make, like a confusion of what moves to make, or feeling like you don't want to move forward in a certain way because you might hurt somebody, or it might cause some sort of trouble in your life. And what I want to tell you is, it's really important for you, whatever this situation is this first half of the month that has to do with family, friends, romantic relationship, whatever it is, specifically like home life, I want you to definitely make a decision. And the decision that I'm suggesting you make is something that is coming from your instincts, your intuition, your heart. And what's conflicting you is these decisions you have to make, or big decision you have to make. When you look at it with too broad of a vision, it's almost like you're thinking, well, this person could get hurt, and this you're looking at. Sometimes what I'm saying, bottom line is, sometimes we have to make decisions and they won't please everybody. And this is your big dilemma a lot of times, not only this month, but in life in general. If you realize, you probably look back thinking you've had a hard time making decisions, it's because of you have this beautiful superpower of being very fair. Like, you want everybody to be happy. You want everybody to have things on an equal basis. But doesn't, like, sometimes we have to make decisions and act, and not everyone is going to be happy about it. And that's why you're given in this lifetime this responsibility to learn how to do, first of all, like, what is best for your happiness. Okay? That And so, as I said before with this North Node, okay, being selfish in a good way. But this month specifically, we're talking about making a decision that's based on your gut instinct. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Now, when you do that, okay, when you're able to do that, and if you're able to do that, this is going to focus you into a lot more success in your life on multi levels. Yes, financially, yes, stability, and it's going to help you focus. And it will, even if it's uncomfortable for people around you for a period of time, ultimately by making that decision, as long as that decision is truly what you think is the best decision, what your impulse, if it's coming truly from you and you're not taking into consideration, too much of what this person's going to think and what they're going to do, it's going to turn out in a positive way. Now, going on to the second half of the month. Now, I feel like this whole month, the second half of the month, we're continuing on with a theme of this issue that has to do around home life, whatever home life is for you. And I feel like there are parties involved, okay, with this Four of Cups, that there could be some emotional discontentment. Maybe it's because of the decisions that you made. Also, a lot of you, with this North Node, you see a lot with the North Node in Aries of the first house. You see that there could be some manipulative people in your life. Like if normally when I do readings and people have this, I usually find that somewhere in their life, if not throughout their life, there have been people that have been, manipulative, sometimes somewhat abusive, to different levels, depending on, where they're at in their lives. But what I'm seeing here, okay, for you is when you make this decision, be prepared that there could be some people that are not going to be happy with it. And that's where you have to be strong, okay? If that decision is coming from your true instincts, as I said, it will turn out good, okay? It will end up being beneficial for everybody involved. Although in the beginning, there could be some emotional discontentment. But remember, you have the King of Wands here. Okay, this is the fire sign. This represents the fire signs, okay? Aries, okay, Sagittarius, all right? And, when you are able to this is what you're learning to do. You're learning how to ignite that fire within you. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're learning to particularly Aries. Ignite that fire. Okay. Now, there could be also, now I feel there's a component in all of this month that has to do with property and finances. Okay, we got the Page of Pentacles here, we have Ace of Pentacles reversed, Two of Pentacles, okay, over here. So there is a component that has to do with, as I said, money, finances, property, something to that extent. It will get worked out because I feel that you have the answers within you, the gut instinct. As long as you go from trying to figure out what the fair, equitable thing is so everybody's happy up here to where you're following your instincts, okay? When you are able to do that, I feel it's gonna work out. Remember, follow your instincts, okay? Because you know this is what you're learning to do. This inner knowing, okay? This gut feeling. You need to follow that. Now, the other thing too is that this person or people in your life that might be emotionally discontent based on you exerting your will, okay, exerting your personal power and will get over it. But with the Five of Swords, okay, it's reversed. There could be, again, some things that are said that, stick to your guns, because there could be some people, as I said, that things that are said or done that are not nice, that could be manipulative, that could be mocking. This is, when we follow our North Node, sometimes there are things in our life we have to kind of battle against, forces that unknowingly they are, keeping us locked in old patterns. So when we're breaking out of patterns, a lot of times it could be uncomfortable because of those around us. Just want to give you a heads up on that, okay? But yeah, that's what's happening this month. Remember, it's for you this month is follow your impulses, follow through with your impulses, and it's going to seem weird because you're thinking you're going to try to figure everything out on paper, but the answer is going to come in your instincts. Follow that, and you will see that eventually it will balance out, okay, in all areas of your life, and everything to do with this financial or property aspect is going to be okay too. As I said, as long as you're able to exert that personal will, personal power, okay? It's going to feel uncomfortable, but you can do it. So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And if you'd like a personal reading, there'll be a link in the description box below. Would love to talk to you more about that. You can get some information on it. And yeah, thanks again for watching. We'll see you again on some more videos. Make it a great month. Many blessings.